My experience in mining began in a small gold refinery in Carson City, Nevada called Phoenix Precious Metals around 1978. Gravity concentration and consequent refining was conducted on a daily basis. Fire assay was primarily used for testing of ores. It was here where testing was first done on the effects of hydrogen on a crushed ore prior to fire assay. What was observed was not all ores would respond, but often just by passing Brown's gas flame over an ore, which is a hydrogen flame, prior to firing, would increase the yield of precious metals. You have to ask yourself, where did those precious metals come from? In 1984, portable placer plants were built by the author to make placer mining more accessible to the small miner. The first placer plants built and driven hydraulically were designed and built and tested as well. Testing and travel found the author in Ecuador, testing placer deposits around 1995. Also exploration of many lode deposits later in Mexico. In 2002, the author founded the hydrogen fire assay, where precious metals could be extracted that were not found in neither chemical assays nor standard fire assay. This alerted the author that known assay techniques were in their infancy. 12 years later, the author researched many methods of recovery, scaled up the hydrogen assays, and recovery of complex ores are much more understood. Let me give that to you again. 12 years later, the author has researched many methods of recovery, scaled up the early hydrogen assays, and recovery of complex ores. While much research has been done on the use of plasma recovery, to date, other less effective recovery methods, which are far less expensive applications, are producing good results. Much consulting has been done on the recovery of refractory ores, and refractory means they're hard, difficult to recover. Much consulting has been done on the recovery of refractory ores. More recently, Technica Mining Company from Canada, Pershing Resources of Nevada, and Whitewater Mine in Arizona. With respect, my mentor, Bill Higgins, whom owned and operated the refinery at Carson City, Nevada, should be acknowledged. He was at least 40 years ahead of his time with regard to the fire assay. He used a spectrometer to look at the given elements in an ore, so a better flux was used. He also showed what could be accomplished by using hydrogen in recovery, and also introduced me to the possibilities of exposing an underwater arc, similar to a welding arc, to an ore and producing precious metal BBs. Thanks. We're on to the next one.